Hello, today I'm going to demonstrate hemming pants, and these are the tools I'm going to use. This is my Bernina sewing machine, a ruler, scissors, seam rippers, my measuring tape, pins, and I like to mark down my measurements, so paper and pen, an iron, and an ironing board. The reasons I like to hem my pants, especially my uniform pants, is so that it looks a bit more professional, and we don't spread microorganisms throughout our workplace. Also, they could be a tripping hazard, and it also prevents wear and tear from the back of the pant. So that's why I'd like to demonstrate this today. Thank you. And Vilma, she's a new sewer, and so she asked me to help her because she wants to fix some of her husband's work pants. So today I'm going to start with a pair of uniform pants that was given to me by the hospital. They don't fit me or Vilma, but I hope you get the idea of how this works. So this method is good for, as I said, blue jeans, uniforms, work pants, but it's not a method to use if you have a nice pair of dress pants, because there is some hand sewing involved with dress pants. You wouldn't want to use the sewing machine for that. The next point that I would make is that we should measure our pants so that we have a good idea of how long we want both sides to be. I'm starting on the outer seam, and I've come to 40 1/8 a quarter inches, 40.25 inches. Okay. And now I want to measure the inside seam, and this is 28 3/4 inches. I'm still using inches instead of centimeters. So at the end I want both legs to be the same length. I've gone ahead already and trimmed off the seam that was there because they're far too long. So I've just cut them off, and I'm going to discard those. Now is the point where I would try on the pants and hem them up, or turn them and pin them to the length that I actually want them at. So skipping that part, I'm simply going to turn the pants inside out, turn them over, because I know that I want to raise them 1.5 inches. Now, I'm going to turn the hem up. Now this is approximate, so I'm going to take my tape and measuring from one side to the other, I am going to pin them at the right length. So I'm going to say, let's say we want 1.5 inches, so that's still a little bit too much. So let's say 1.5. Okay, so that's pretty much 1.5. It's slightly bigger. I'm just going to put a pin to start with, and going along, I'm measuring 1.5. That's 1.5. Okay. Continuing all the way around. 1.5, which is right there. One more. 1.5. Wait, first of all, I have to measure this. So I'm here with my trusty iron, and I'm going to press the hem seam here. And I like to use steam because it does quite a good job of keeping the hem in place. I'm going to do the back as well. Vilma, do you have any questions?
No, but
No, okay. So I may as well do the other leg while I'm here. This is just a quick process. Okay, this part is done. So Vilma, do you have any questions that I can answer for you right now?
no right now, but thank you.
Okay, so I'll go on to the next step, and that is to turn the seam in, and this is to prevent fraying when you throw your clothes in the washer, and they'll last quite a bit longer if you do this. So I'm just simply turning the outer edge under and repinning so that when I sew, I'm going to capture the edges. And this is going to make a nice finished seam. So, like so. And I'm not being too exact here. This is a pair of uniform pants, and as long as they're pretty well approximate, I think that's good. Good for the purposes of this pair of pants. All right. There. And then one more pin, and we'll be ready. Pretty well ready to start sewing. So I am by no means an expert seamstress, but I do like to fix things when they need to be trimmed or fixed or fixed. So I'm going to start on the machine by placing my pant leg in. And today I'm using black thread just for the purposes of visual acuity. And I'm going to start with sewing. And if you want to try the second leg, Vilma, you're welcome to. I'm just simply sewing around. And I can sew right over the needles. And we're almost finished. There. And this leg is almost done. Back it up a bit, and we're done. Alright. You can see from the other side, this is not the color you would normally use, but I used black for a visual effect. I would just trim the threads here, and knot them so that they don't come out in the wash. It's kind of difficult to see sometimes. There's a little tiny loop in there. You want to bring both threads to one side and tie your knot.
Okay, one. Yeah.
So I've come to the end and I want to trim my threads here. And I just want to pull the other thread from this side to this side so that I can knot it properly. And it's come through, so I was able to pull that through with the needle. And I'm just going to knot it this way. And then trim it. And this will prevent it from fraying when you do the laundry. Okay, so this pant leg is done. Now, let's try the second one. So, I'll remove these needles and start turning this seam in, as I did the other one, and repinning. Okay, so I'll repin. That pin is a little stiff. And these, wait.
Yes, Pat, explain.
What I have here is my Bernina Sports sewing machine, and I'm going to demonstrate how to thread this machine so that you can use it. So back here we have two thread holders, and I'm going to place my thread there. And this is the first place you're going to put it, and then it's going to come just straight through here, come around the front so you can see through here, and there's another piece here. It's going to come under and back up, and there's a little lifter here. It's going to go through there, right? Then down.
Could you tell me again? Which one do you choose?
Okay, I'm going to do it all over again. First the thread is there, then there's one place in here at the back you have to put through here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, through the top and down and under this lever and up again. And on this lever, this one that goes up and down, I want to hook it on there and down again. I'm coming down, and there's a little hook here. I want to hook it in here. There. Now that's it. Now I just want to thread the needle into the thread into the needle. I'm going to turn it on so I can see better. And it's from front to back. From front to back, and it's just going to go in. Okay, so through the needle. Can't get that. It's in, but it's not. Okay, like that, right? Now, there's a little slit here. You want to put it through there, and to the back, And this thread came from beneath here, and this in here is called the bobbin. I'll take this out so that you can know how to also do this. Now you have your thread, and it's winding clockwise. Okay? I'm holding it this way and placing it in like so. There's a little groove. The thread comes through this groove and under this little bar, and it comes here, through here. And you should be able to pull it out easily. There's another little piece here. I'm going to hold it. I'm hanging on to this way with this piece upright. This piece will fit in here. If you have it placed in properly, it fits in smoothly. And you have this thread here. Now, I want you to put the thread in like so. Push this up with the thread inside. Hold this thread here from here and over here. Move your needle down into the base there. Lift it up again. And look, it brings up the thread from the bottom. You take both and you place them back.
Okay.
There, and then you're ready to start sewing.
Wonderful.
Okay, so that's good. And you can start sewing again. So I'm going to place it in under the bar and put it in position. Vilma, would you like to try this leg?
Right now?
If you'd
Sure.
like to.
Yeah. Okay, what should I
Okay,
do?
Vilma. First put your foot on the pedal. That's right. Get it in a comfortable position for yourself. And your chair should be directly in front of you, in front of the needle, the foot, sewing foot. Good. Okay, so very slowly, press on the pedal, and with your left hand, you can kind of guide the material through.
Okay.
So start on quite slowly, and just keep going.
That was a slow or fast?
That was a little fast, but
Okay.
that's okay. Try it. Keep trying. Press on the pedal. Good. And just go all the way around the pants. And don't worry about the pins.
Go straight?
Mm-hmm. You're doing good.
I don't worry about the pins, huh?
Don't, no.
It could break, no? Could break the diamond.
If the pins are in straight, and you're not going too fast, they should be fine. Can I make one suggestion?
Sure. What is it?
Try to sew just a little closer to the edge,
Okay.
about there. Okay.
Like that?
That's good. Keep going. Okay, good.
And here you go back and come back?
We don't need to. We can just knot it off. That was very good, Vilma.
Thank you. I was afraid. So you said remove this out.
Yes.
The needle has to be up, right?
Yes, yes.
And what else do you do?
And you can cut it from this little razor blade.
All of them?
Pull it a little further out. Pull it all up, and then just slice it through.
Okay, that's the cutter.
Yes.
Okay,
Great. Now we just have to knot it off, and we're done.
okay. So all of them together?
Yeah, and you can remove the pins,
Take this away.
and then we're good to go.
Thank you, Pat. You're formidable.
And we finished our pants, and I want to make sure that they actually match. This is the moment of truth. Let's see if they're equal. And look at this. This is an exact match. I say it. The two legs match. Very good.
I did a good job, Pat.
You did an excellent job. Look at that. I'd actually wear these.
That's good. Thank you for showing me how to
And
do it.
thanks for being my student today, Vilma.
My pleasure.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. Would you do me I do have an evaluation that, if you don't mind, could you fill out for me, please?
Bien
This will
sûr.
give me a good idea of
Yes.
how you think I've done.